got it! Yes, bitches!
Chocolate vanilla swirl with cookie crunch, please!
You are so heavy. Hello. Come along. Hi! Welcome back to my channel. Today... Are you gonna stay there? Awesome. Today I thought I'd do a video where I recommend books to my cats that I think they would like. He doesn't like this, that's for sure. Sorry. Are you gonna come back? No? He's there in spirit. That was Maury. It's short for Morris, Mr. Morris if you'd like. This video was the idea of my friend actually. And I loved it, so here we are. Wanna come back? He's over it. Okay, so I have two cats. One, Maury, that was the one you just saw, and hopefully I'll try to get the other one up when it's her turn. So, let's start. So, Maury is, how do I explain this? Number one, he's British, for sure. He's technically an American Shorthair, but he's definitely British. There's no doubt about it at all. And he's also gay. So that's a great combination for books because there's no limit of gay British authors. So that's pretty amazing. Not that you only have to read authors of the same sexual orientation as you, but I think he'd like a lot of the books that I have picked. So... let me explain. So the way I think of him is how I think of that one John Mulaney sketch.
I was more like a 67-year-old gay man that's kind of over it sexually, you know? I was just like an old queen. I would come out to the recess yard and be like, everyone get out of my way. I just want to sit here and feed my birds. The gym teacher would tell me to play kickball and I'd be like, you want me to do what?
So the first recommendation I have for Maury is anything Oscar Wilde has ever written. I think that's self-explanatory. My favorite is The Importance of Being Earnest. I think he would like Picture of Dorian Gray. Anything Oscar Wilde has written, Maury would like that, for sure. Next, I think he would like Agatha Christie. So for this one, I chose The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. This is one of my favorites. This is a Hercule Poirot mystery, so it's the same detective, if you're familiar with Murder on the Orient Express. He's the same detective that's in this. This one, let me just read the back. Roger Ackroyd knew too much. He knew that the woman he loved had poisoned her brutal first husband. He suspected also that someone had been blackmailing her. Ooh. Then tragically came the news that she had taken her own life with a drug overdose. But the Evening Post brought Roger one last final scrap of information. Unfortunately, before he could finish the letter, he was stabbed to death. So he gets killed within the first couple chapters, and then it's up to Hercule and the guy he chooses, who's like the doctor or something. Is he not a doctor? That's really bad that I can't remember that. But then he chooses his like companion, as he often does, to like assist him on the mystery. If you've seen Knives Out with Chris Evans, that movie, this is basically exactly how I think about this book. When I was watching that movie, I was like, wow, this is basically the murder of Roger Ackroyd, which I think it was definitely supposed to be reminiscent of. So if you liked that movie, this is a really good book. Maury would love that movie, and Maury would love this book. He would be super into the mystery. He would think Hercule is really funny. The fact that I didn't say that he would think Hercule is Hercule. Come on, I can't believe I missed that. Can you believe that? I know, me neither. He would love it. Okay, next I've chosen Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I just read that this year actually, and I loved it. I think it's just dark enough for Maury to really like it. So it's Leigh Bardugo's first adult novel, and it really blew me away. It's about a girl who is offered a position as a student at Yale. It's about the secret societies at Yale that are also magic. So each of the secret societies has their own like type of magic, and their own magic signature, their magic like mission, I guess. And she has an important position in the institution that's supposed to like help regulate all of these secret societies at Yale. But then her mentor goes missing and there's a murder, and so it's like all about her trying to figure out the murder, and there's magic in secret societies, and Maury would love that. I can't tell what society he'd be in. Maybe Scroll and Key. I have to think about it. But he would definitely be in a secret society. I think he is in a secret society already. He won't tell me, but I'm definitely sure it's like a Perry the Platypus situation where, you know, he's definitely in one for sure. And the last one I have is a classic, Catcher in the Rye. I think if I had to pick any classic for him, it'd be that. I think maybe just because it's one of my favorite classics, but I think he would be annoyed by Holden, but I think he'd be fascinated by him. And I think he'd be like, ho ho, you know, the whole time. Who is this young, foolish boy who doesn't know real struggle? But he would really like it. And that's on that. This is Nova. She is much younger than Maury. Maury he's an old guy. He's like 12, I think. Not too old, but this is Nova. She is 1, I think. She is a scaredy cat, to say the least. Like, I can't believe she's letting me hold her right now. She is very scared, very timid. If I walk up to her the wrong way, are you gonna leave? Okay, so thank you for your input. So she like will run away if if she hears too loud of footsteps, she'll bolt in the other direction. I go to pet her sometimes, like she's letting me hold her now for no reason. I think she's just in shock, but like usually like I'll walk up to her and she'll run away. She's very confusing, very hot and cold. Okay. So for her, I've chosen a few books that I think she would like. The first one, she's a romantic for sure. She's not into all the spooky stuff like Maury would be, but she's definitely a romantic. She definitely likes a good contemporary for sure. So I chose To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. You've probably heard of it. If you've seen the first movie, they made Netflix movies about the first 2 books in the series, in the trilogy. This is the last book, but they made Netflix movies about the first 2 books so far, and then I think there'll be a third one. The first movie, immaculate. The second movie exists. Oh, I can't believe she's sitting on me right now and not freaking out. This is insane. She knows she's famous. She knows she's a star. So this is, oh yeah, she left. The fame got to be too much. So this is a story about this girl named Lara Jean who has throughout her life written love letters to guys she's had crushes on. And when she's like 16 or so, those letters actually get out and are sent to the recipients of them. And it causes a love triangle. There's fake dating in it. It's really, really good. And then the next 2 books are more just about more love triangles, more relationship drama. It's also really, really sweet, and it's about family and everything as well. The relationship with her family and her sisters is definitely my favorite part of the books. And I think as much as Nova pretends to hate us, I think she actually really does like us. She and Maury are completely different people, but they do mesh well at times. They fight, but they make up, and I think that is mirrored in the Song sisters in To All the Boys I Loved Before. So I think Nova would definitely really like this series. Next, I have chosen the Renegade series by Marissa Meyer, mostly because the main character is named Nova, so I know this feels like kind of a cop-out, but I think she would definitely appreciate reading a book in which the main character is named after her for sure. So basically, this is a superhero series about a girl who's part of this anarchist group and a bunch of superheroes called the Renegades, and she disguises herself. She goes into the trials and ends up infiltrating the Renegades by pretending to be one of them so that she can take them down in revenge for her parents' death that she feels the Renegades are responsible for because they didn't get there in time to save her parents from the bad guys. And so it's basically just about her becoming a superhero, even though she's supposed to be like this anarchist and this like villain of sorts. So it's about, you know, like good versus evil, all the complexes that are involved in that. I think Nova would love the superhero aspect, and I think it would help her because she is such a scaredy cat. I think she would like the idea that there's like this whole organization that's main purpose is to like keep peace and keep everyone safe, and I think she would really like that. So one thing about Nova is that she loves the chase. She has been chasing after this fly in our house for about 3 weeks, the longest relationship she's had, and in her young life. She loves this fly. She loves to chase things. She loves to chase, literally, like I'll drop a piece, like a Cheerio, and she will run after it for a long time. So because I think she likes the chase, and I'm going to call it a slow burn, I recommend Six of Crows to her by Leigh Bardugo. Probably my favorite series of all time, I'm going to say. I know it's a duology, but it's a series in my heart. It is set in the Grishaverse, if you've read her Grishaverse, the Grisha trilogy. But the slow burns in that duology are fantastic, and I think she would love it. I'm thinking of a few couple romances, and I think she would love the chase in that book and how long it takes certain characters to get together. If you've read it, you understand me. But it's about a group of 6 teenagers who part of this, like, I'm not gonna call it a gang, but like a group. It's a fantasy novel, so it's set in a fictional place, but if I had
That
if when I'm reading it, I think of Venice as the closest city that I would relate it to. And so they go on this huge heist, like this impossible heist, and there's magic, and the characters are phenomenal, and it's probably my favorite of all time. Anyway, I think I'm recommending that to Nova because I think she would love the slow burn, she would love the chase, it's action-packed, and it is fantastic. So those are all the books I have to recommend to my cats today. Comment down below what books you would recommend to your animals. Special shout out to Laura, Shauna, and Anne-Marie, my biggest fans. Love you guys so much. Miss you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your week.